What's up, guys? Daryl from Smart Shooters, and today I'm here with 8 safety tips to keep you safe while you're shopping this holiday season. It's kind of sad I gotta make this video, but you gotta be honest with the times we're in. It's holiday season, and this is when stuff tends to go wrong. This is when the criminals are really looking to come up big. This is where you have to do your absolute best to be on point. Black Friday is in a few days. Christmas shopping is coming up. You have to do your due diligence to make sure that you're not a victim this season. So let's talk about it. Let's jump in. All right, tip number 1 is to keep one hand free whenever possible. I know a lot of people are gonna be shopping and carrying a lot of bags. One of the things that can happen is criminals love to catch you with both hands tied up. So we want to make sure that we keep at least one hand free. Should we have to fight or should we have to draw that firearm? Moving around with a bunch of bags in your hands causes a lot of problems. One, I couldn't fight off somebody if I wanted to. It's natural for the human body to clench under stress, all right? So having our hands full of stuff, it would be very natural for us to hold on to the stuff as tight as we could rather than actually letting it go and defending ourselves, all right? It's a natural reaction to stress. You want to make sure that you at least keep one hand free so that way you can be prepared for whatever dangers may come your way. 2 is a big one for me, and that's never leaving packages visible inside of your car. Sometimes we go to malls, we go to outlets, and it's very common, and it would make sense to the average person to come drop some of the bags off at your vehicle. This is a huge open invitation to criminals. You've done all the shopping for them. All they simply got to do is look in your window and see what you just bought and determine if it's worth breaking your window to get it. So I strongly suggest keeping something in your car that will cover the things you bought, rather it's a blanket, we got some type of something in there, a backpack or something that I could use to cover up that stuff. I drive a F-150, so tucking stuff under the seat is always an option for me. But you never ever want to just leave stuff open and exposed, because that is nothing but an open invitation to criminals to come see what you got and see if they want it. Tip number 3 is to share your location at all times with the people that you love. I constantly, everywhere I go, if I'm handling business, anytime I go out of town, even when I go to the gun range, there's at least one person I share my location with. Sometimes I may change up the plans mid-transit, right? I may decide, oh, this gun range is too packed, I'm gonna go somewhere else. But all I told my wife was that I was going to the gun range. So rather it's her, rather it's my brother, rather it's a friend, share your location, and preferably share your location with somebody who, if there's an emergency, can get to you. Granted, they probably wouldn't be there in time enough to stop what's happening, but you at least want somebody there to respond. You want somebody who can get to you should you have to use your weapon in self-defense. Should you be hurt and injured, it always helps to have somebody you know there and available to you. Always, always, always share your location. This next one is a big one too. Always make sure that you lock your car doors when entering the car. If your vehicle is anything like mine, when you shut the door, the car doors don't lock. They don't lock until I'm in drive and I'm going, and then they engage. What that does is leave plenty of opportunity for anybody who may have been watching you, who may have been stalking you, to jump right inside of your vehicle and see what you got going on. You always want to make sure when we get inside of our vehicle, first thing we do, hit that lock button. We never want to leave any opportunities for people to get inside of our vehicle and snatch something, or even worse, get inside our vehicle and hold us at gunpoint or at knife point, demanding money, demanding our purchases, our property. We don't want to put ourselves in any situation where we have to defend ourselves. Tip 5, buddy up when shopping, if possible. All right, by buddy up, I mean go shopping with somebody. Invite a friend, invite a cousin, invite somebody you haven't talked to in a while. It'll be a great time to catch up. Hey, I'm gonna go hit a couple stores for a few hours. You wanna go for a ride? Like, buddy up whenever possible. Traveling with multiple people makes you less attractive to attackers, all right? Makes you less attractive to a thief. Criminals are petty. Criminals want an easy fight, all right? They don't want to fight. They want the crime of least resistance. They want to catch somebody by themselves where there's no witnesses. They don't want somebody who has 1 or 2 people with them who could scream for help, who could all jump them and defend themselves. That's not what criminals look for. They want the easy target. Buddying up with somebody while you're shopping makes you less of an easy target. Number 6, take purchases home in between shopping trips. I'm leaving one store, going to another store. Take purchases home. It ties in with tip number 2, with not making packages or purchases visible from the outside. If you got a bag full of stuff, otherwise you're just collecting things that criminals can just get all at one time. Like you were just making the shopping experience easy for a thief. You're going from one store to another. Drop your bags off at home. Drop your boxes, packages off at home. And make sure that nothing is visible from the outside when it comes to your purchases. Number 7, want to make sure that we do not look like a victim in public. What I mean is we don't want to do things that attract criminals, like handling large amounts of cash out in the open. We want to avoid texting while we walk. We want to avoid any type of distractions. We want to avoid looking like a victim at all costs. And lastly, tip number 8, keeping it in smart shooters fashion, always make sure that your firearm is somewhere accessible. God forbid if somebody touched you this holiday season, the last thing you want to have to do is go fumbling through your purse trying to find your firearm and pull it out in time to actually engage the threat. All right, carry smart, think practical and tactical. As I told you in our last concealed carry tip video, where's my gun best staged so that if there's a threat, I'm in the best position to win the fight? And that's what you want. You want that firearm staged that no matter what danger may come your way, you're in the best position to win the fight. You want to avoid the fight, but if we have to fight, we got to win. So make sure that firearm is carried in an accessible place. Now would be a great time if you don't have a holster. Now would be a great time to get a quality holster. If you've been bullcrapping with that Walmart $6.99 holster, it's time to get one made for your firearm. If you haven't been comfortable carrying, 'tis the season to carry. Now is the time. Now is the time. Make sure that you guys carry your firearm somewhere accessible. Make sure that you have a round loaded in the chamber. Make sure that you're properly prepared to do what you got to do. Well, those are my tips. If you like this video, if it helped you, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never, ever, ever miss a Smart Shooters video. Our next video I'm bringing to you is 8 holiday safety tips for your house. This is just while you're out shopping because it's that season. Black Friday is in a couple days, and I would hate for your holidays to be ruined because somebody didn't have the decency to get a job, to get what they want, and instead tried to prey on you. Stay safe this holiday season. Happy Thanksgiving from Smart Shooters, and I'll catch you guys next video.